I don't know about this game. The music, man. Let's see about the music. Graphics. I don't. What's the difference? Default was epic. I honestly can't. I can't tell. Maybe I can. I don't like the index controllers for this. I got these 4 base stations. I mean, I like the index controllers. They're working fine. I got these new base stations, the 2.0 base stations, but now I can't use my old Vive ones, which I had like rigged up in a tube that came apart. So I could, they kind of like were really nice for like sword type games and this game, because I could join them together and use them like this, which was really kind of pointless because it should have let you use only one of them. Like, you really feasibly only needed to have one Vive wand on to play this game. Which was annoying. Because you really only need one tracker on a stick to really. But with the original Vive ones, I had stuck the wands into. You know how vacuum attachment hoses, the hard ones, usually they have like a short hose attachment stuffed inside the longer hose attachment, right? Like the hard plastic ones. I had one of those, and I stuck the Vive ones handles into the edges. I have it. Hold on a second. Boo. Boo. There it is. See, it's the original Vive ones, and they're stuffed inside this vacuum hose attachment, and you can stick it back together in the middle like this, and you can actually like link the two cords together inside of it, so if it does happen to come apart, it's still attached and one of them doesn't go flying off. But this was good for like games where you had that type of control, but now I can't use them with the newer trackers or the newer base stations because they're not compatible for some reason. Again, with Valve just being like, fuck the last generation of hardware. You know, like, nothing actually, like, oh, it worked, like, if you didn't want to upgrade your base stations, but if you upgrade the base station, you have to upgrade the controller. It's like, why though? I mean, I understand why, but the thing that sucks is, like, I think I can actually use them together, but it might not work very well. I don't know though. Might be able to just plug in the original base stations and use them also. Or I only need like one or whatever. I was looking at getting a Vive Pro I again, or seeing if my current Vive Pro I, if it'll work better with the newer base stations. I was having tracking issues, like hardcore. I couldn't even get the tracking to work with the. I don't know. It's like something fucked up with the sensors. My Vive Pro I's freaking not in good shape. Downloadable content. How many DLCs are there? The Yucatan and Soca Valley. Are these not free? Probably. How much is it? $8. There's the bundle for $14. 15% off. Really? It's just $8 for one map, including Whitewater. It's not like fucking. I don't know, man. $8 is a lot for one level. I mean, if it was like more than one level, like a little package of levels, that makes sense. But like a single level, I guess it is kind of a little package. But then like the Whitewater, that's not a what is that's not. It's just the water is different. It's like a track condition, and it's not even like. I don't know if it's really. I don't know, man. I haven't played this game enough. Papagayo. No controllers required. That sounds like fun. Jungle or beach? I don't care. The beach. Just gonna sit here and watch this while I complain about how I can't do everything I want to do in VR. I don't like the index because I can see the borders. It's like they tell you the FOV is so much higher, but it's like, yeah, I can see the inside of the headset. Like, it's not like you're getting any additional. Why not use the whole like field of view of the lens? It's not so bad once the video actually starts. It said no controllers required, so I have controllers. There's haptics. They're vibrating. The haptics on the index controllers suck. I mean, they're good, but it's like there's no rumble motor. It would have been nice to get updated index type controllers instead of the frame. I'm really not too happy about the frame. I mean, it's okay. Probably be decent, but at least it's not meta. That's really the thing, is it's like I'm on the fence. I'm on the verge of not being so upset about a Quest anymore. Like, I could still get a Quest 3 and sign up, and then I got all my meta games back. All the games that don't work in Gear VR anymore that I'm pissed off about not being able to frickin' use anymore. Actually, most of them still work on that platform. It's just they don't work on the device I had. It's a pretty slow tour. Can I adjust the graphics? I think they're still on Epic. Put them back on cinematic. I don't know if it made any difference. I really don't like not having OLED, I think. I want to plug in the Vive Pro again, and so I can compare. Because it's like the sharpness of the LCD is like, it's definitely like you could say the screen door is less apparent, but I would argue it's worse because of the gray is like the new screen door is the freaking black not existing. I don't know though. There's less ghosting, that's for sure. Everything's definitely sharper. Like, the response time's a lot better. That was the one thing about the OLED, is it is kind of ghosty. But then it's I would rather have ghosty. It got better. Like, it was a lot with super sampling, like with just faster PCs and being able to enable super sampling on this resolution of display. The image gets so much better. It's not the resolution's fault. It's the fact that the computer still isn't pushing the max frames at that, like, 90 hertz. It's still struggling, but like once you can actually get more than 180 hertz, 180 frames per second, it's like a game like this, you need to run at 180 plus frames per second in 2D, essentially, to be running it at 90 in 3D. And so having higher, like, refresh panels. This is slow as fuck. This tour is... How long is this? Like, is the beach... This is... I thought there was like a... This is just some beach. I've just gone around this beach. I was expecting like a... I've been here before. It like goes around and then there's a river thing. But yeah, like, it is a lot crisper because there's the ghosting isn't so bad, but I don't know if the ghosting is really an issue on like the micro OLEDs that they're using now. I don't think it's an issue anymore, but they're more expensive. So like right now it's looking like I spend a little less money getting a used iPhone to scan my face when I order a big screen, or I get a Pimax and I spend a little more, but it's like, I don't know if I want to keep using this Steam VR tracking. I mean, I do know I want to keep using tracking like it, or at least like stock up on it if it's going to go away forever, because there's going to be these games that are designed for it that I want to finish playing, and if my shit breaks, I need replacements to be able to finish the games I bought that were designed for that system. I need to pick up some the like newer Vive ones. And I don't know, I might just try to pick up a used 5 Pro kit or something. I don't know. Another one. Or maybe a new one if I can find some. No. I don't know if I want to get another Vive Pro. It's the only one with like a wireless kit that works at all, but then it's like not even the best wirelessly. I almost want to just use the original Vive wirelessly, but now I can't because I'm not using the 1.0 trackers. I needed more trackers because my tracking was always fucking shit. Because it's a big play space. And I can't get my lighthouses close enough. But now with the SLAM tracking everybody's using, I don't know if that's even going to be functional. I don't know, man. I like this whole the actual input output with a lighter screen with better like pass through. Like, the index would be fine if it had a wireless adapter, and you could actually, like, maybe even put a fan in it. Like a fan and a wireless adapter. Just to blow the air through it, to keep it from fogging up any worse than it already is naturally. It always feels foggy. Like, unless like, when it's dark, it's like fog. It feels like the lenses are just slightly fogged up, but they're not. It's just that it can't do black. And that sucks very much, which is like, ew. But if you could have the pass through and everything, that's more shit to make it not so noticeable. Wireless, being able to do things wirelessly. The pass through on this index does screwy shit, and I don't understand why. Like, it gets blocky. Like, they're doing image processing to the, like, pass-through cameras that screws up, like, depth perception shit. Like, it's like, it shouldn't be happening. I don't know why it happens. Sometimes it doesn't, and it's like, hey, it's not happening today. But usually it's happening. I don't know what it is. Like, weird digital corruption. Are we just going in circles here? And go at, like, some other place. Can you change the pace? How do you make it go faster? This is this place. Oh. You pull the trigger to speed up. Antarctica. I'm gonna turn the AC down. Is this as fast as it goes? Why does that look so bad? There's a lot of things that work well with VR, but it's a completely different, like gaming type of thing. Like, I don't know, getting up and moving around is different than sitting down on the couch. Like, the types of games that you just zone out and play. But then it's like, everything about it is like, why aren't these types of games getting kind of brought into VR? All the gameplay, like, that we have from 50 years of video games, and everything is trying to be first-person shooter or some shit. They're using the same. It's like, oh, it's virtual reality. Everything's got to be this first-person utility belt experience. And why? Why? I have plenty of experience playing 3D games, just imagining myself to be a disembodied perspective. Like, there are a lot of games that I would like to play with this display, that would be a lot better with this type of display. That would, like, I'm thinking about Project Zomboid right now. Like, how that game would be so cool in VR without any, like, real changes. Like, without actually changing the game very much. Just, like, keeping it exactly how it is, but injecting it into VR and making it so that, like, you physically can't see things, but then being able to, like, zoom in as close so that it's, like, life-size, like you're actually at human scale in that isometric perspective, looking at your character or whatever. Or then, like, how 3D could it get without altering it? And then every game basically that isn't in VR that has a 2D mode is like, how do you get this to work in VR without changing it at all? Like, how do you get this to like be exactly the same except in 3D, in VR, and you can move your head around, and that's no big deal. You're not like changing the game in any way, except it is a big deal because you're inside of it all of a sudden. Like at Final Fantasy 9, like, or all those PlayStation 1 Final Fantasies, like being able to get that same game, but it's just in 3D and the borders are gone and your head is inside of it without making it like impossible. Like without being like, well, no, we have to redo all this shit. It's like, no, that's because you're trying to do shit that would change the original game. Like, that's not what I'm saying to do. I'm saying take what's there originally. Like, if you're talking about a PlayStation game, how do you make that 3D without bringing in the edges of the screen that aren't visible in all those scenes? It's like, well, you imagine you're looking at a tube TV. Like you're actually like, it's like first thing you need to do is like bring that television experience back, like the original format experience in virtual reality. Like instead of having to go out and buy all that stuff to play those old Final Fantasy games in a way that resembles the way they were played originally, you could just do it virtually and have like, you know, a virtual retro tink basically to play around with, like being able to like bring up different TV models. Like, this is an old Trinitron, let's play this game on it with this or whatever, but in virtual reality. Start with that, but then like from that square isometric viewpoint of the screen you actually have already like this limited three-dimensional lens of information that you can add the depth to without bringing in stuff that's not on the screen. You can make like picture box. What are those things that you did in grade school? The boxes with the hole that you can put your eye up to the hole and everything inside's 3D, but it's not 3D. It's just a model inside. Like, I forgot what they're called. Picture boxes, something. But but things like menus, and then the thing that also would be important is like the granularity of the adjustments, like what you can actually do to these old games uniformly, like generally speaking, like different types of filtering or whatever, like basic, what do you call that, abstraction layers for doing this, like because every particular game style is going to have different like specific things that you can do with it that work or don't work. Like Zelda is different than Mario on the NES, you know, like the way Zelda is isometric in the first game is not like Mario, but the second Zelda game is like Mario, but then it has sections that are not like Mario, but then those overworld sections are kind of like the map sections in Mario 3, you know, like shit like that, where it's the same with the stereo and how you have different like types of mixes of layers in the Photoshop. That is how old games are presented. Like and then you have, oh, I forgot what I was going to say. It had to do with something. I was talking about abstraction layers, like Game Genie sitting between a freaking cartridge is an abstraction layer. Or what is that? I forgot what that's called. What is it called? Someone asked, what's your favorite something? And Game Genie was not an answer that would have been acceptable, but I thought it was acceptable. I could have swore there was like an actual course. These tours aren't like touring the actual courses. They're just floating around aimlessly in the big open area. There's a Christmas map. Why isn't there a holiday map for these? Why don't these have holiday maps? Why does this one have Christmas? What's up with Christmas? What are we doing at Christmas? I was talking about adding 3D to games that didn't natively have 3D. That were like Zelda and Mario and different mixes. And then I was talking about stereo and how stereo is recorded with like analog microphones. Oh my god, this is... Okay. That's just like a little sled. That Christmas tree looks great though. Honestly. But it is a Christmas... This map's all snowy. This is a snowy version of this map. There's another Christmas tree. Okay, so the Christmas lights look blurry. Everything looks really blurry. I want like higher resolution everything. It's not, it's like, it's getting there. Like it's, I wonder if the brightness setting, I don't want to jack up the brightness. I want to turn the brightness down to like 0. No, I can't see nothing. Hey, it's not gray anymore though. Maybe if I let my eyes adjust, it'll... No, that's awful. It's just not gonna work. 50 maybe? It's still... Now it's like the other worse. What the shit was that? Default was like way higher. Oh, that's bad. That's really bad. 100 is 100, and it's gray. 77. I mean, it's definitely darker, but I don't think that makes it better, because now I can't see like things that I'm supposed to see that are supposed to be bright. I don't know. It's tolerable. I don't know. There's no way to tell what's actually correct. See, this track's a course. This is a course. The other ones aren't courses like this one is. When you played the demo, you got this course, and it's like, oh, this is really fun and interesting and very exploratory. Like, you explore this little river. It's like a river that you can go floating down. And that had it. I'm pretty sure this has a river somewhere. This one maybe is not the one I'm thinking of. I don't know. Where are my batteries at? Still full. No, this is not the one I was thinking of. This one too, it has like over there. There's like what I meant was through there. How about just going straight? Who would want to be kayaking in this? What happens when the iceberg just flips over with you inside of it? There's like what? It is foggy as fucking hell. Oh my gosh, and when the lens is all the way out, you can see like a ring around it. It's like there's a secondary ring that with another border. It's like a double rainbow all the way. Fucking bullshit, man. Everything about the headset screams quality except the shitty ass quality control on the visuals. Y'all are blind. I think like everybody at Valve wears glasses. Nobody actually has good vision, so that's why like this is okay with them. I don't know what it is. It is crisp. But this darkness is bad. It's bad. It's like everything about dark sections in these games is ruined by these LCDs. They're not good at it. The white looks great. The water looks like trash. I can't see the kayak at all. Like, there it is. Now I can see it. Now things look a little better because it's brighter right here. Like, this would be great, like multiplayer free roam. Like if you could just free roam with other people instead of racing, just like socialize. Like, hey, what's up? Where are you from? How long have you had the game? Don't tell me anything about it. Or, you know, just with your friends on Steam. Hopefully the frame brings more of that kind of shit. Like, just by default, better social features for VR. And better, like, the keyboard, you know? Like, I can't even access the keyboard. Why can't I access the keyboard? This thing needs more pointers. I say it every time. The keyboard needs more pointers. It could have, like, this pointer up here. You could have, like, a big version of the buttons that are on your headset. So you could have, like, the B and the A could be a dot and a dot, like, here and here. And those are two buttons. So, like, you have the trigger button, which would be, like, the bottom one. And then above it, you could have B and A, or the trigger could be the top, and the two underneath it could be B and A. You know, and then there's three buttons that you could press while you're moving around. Or you could make it home row so that you're just typing like normal, and your pointer fingers are always aimed like here. Or snap it back to home row every time. And then blah. Hey, look, it's Project Zomboid. This game in VR, like if you could just view all this a little closer, you know, like, where's the scaling thing? Where'd it go? They're supposed to be like, where's the scale? I thought I could make this thing bigger. Can I not make the dashboard bigger? Like if I do this, I can make this bigger or smaller. But not this. Not the Steam page. Not all this stuff. This is all fixed to one size, period. No. There's a floating world. And you can make it bigger, but now it's not curved. But yeah, like if you could just... And this game has this thing where like your character is blind behind them. So like if... That would be cool in VR too, because you could make it the border of the game would be your character's blindness, and so you could only see like what they could see within whatever plane you wanted it. Like it's a 2D game, so you would be able to kind of like stretch it a little bit, like with simple shit, to be able to put it like in different places. But I wouldn't want to do that. I want to keep it like this and just play it like it was on infinite screen, an infinite screen. View in theater. This is not the theater. I want the theater back. So lots of Steam news. This level is boring as fuck. It's just freaking like white rock bullshit. Papagayo. Where's the freaking preview of the level before I like go to it? You know, like I want to go to the jungle. It does feel like the lenses are fogged. It's quite warm. Might be the 144 hertz. I wonder if I should even use 144, if it's even like good for the displays. Like this kind of shit is nice and brightly lit. But even these shadows, it's like something's, I don't know. I really do think the level design is awesome. Like who's ever making these levels, this part of the level right here, that's awesome. And then it opens up to here. This is my favorite thing about this game is this level, that Australia level. Like this is the just go away. I don't listen to the sound effects. They're not really, I think I've listened to them before, and it's like they sound good at first, but then it's like they're not moving. Oh, that one shut off. Let's start back up. I don't know. Like they could put them on actual aminal models, have them flying around, and like that bird could be an actual bird somewhere, and the bug could be an actual bugs. There could be actual sound sources for these things. We have the software. I don't know how good it would be. Probably need to like have some little audio mixing app going on for the binaural, like a little NES that plays only PCM samples. I don't know what I'm talking about. This looks like crap right here, though. Took a second. I gotta sit here and adjust. Something's wrong. Why doesn't it look right? It looks like crushed is what it looks like. It looks like the blacks are crushed. Like, there's not enough contrast here. It's all there. It's just too Something's off about it. I have to look at it really hard to see everything. I don't know what it is. It's because there's no real black, I think. My eyes don't like it. It's like, the longer I stare at it, it's like, it's there. The details are there. They're just like, so difficult to fucking see. Wonder if dynamic shadows are good or bad. No, I didn't want to do that. Why must you do this to me? God damn it. Okay, turn the brightness all the way up. Oh yeah. No, it's not where it was by default. It was like somewhere like, I don't even remember where it was by default. Where's the reset to defaults button? No. Yeah, it's like this super bright display is like what it needs to be, but the dark still is wrong. It's like the blacks are still not doing it because it's not an OLED. They're not actually. It looks a lot better brighter though, where it like is actually good. Where it's not doing anything good, it's not doing anything good. 100's. I don't know. It's really giving me a headache. Well, like, this sort of, like, there are real rivers. People could just go to the river with an iPhone. Probably not an iPhone. They should be able to, but they can't. Like, do the freaking, what is it? Gaussian splats. The Gaussian splats with the LiDAR. I don't know. You just go down the whole river, circling your iPhone the whole way. I don't know if like how that would work, if it would be possible. If you can, I hear the iPhones are really only good for like smaller scans. But then the splatting technique, you don't even really need LiDAR to do it. But like just this type of it, like riding bike games where you ride bikes on like fake robotic bicycles. If you could ride down actual streets with like Google Street View, that would be cool. Like, because like this is, I don't even know if this is a real place. Maybe it's a real place, maybe it's not. Is it completely made up, or did they go somewhere and like get inspired by some real places? Uh, I don't know. It's a nice sightseeing game, but I'm not. I don't know. I need to try it with the Vive again just to make sure I'm not like full of shit